Right. Mompreneur, a word that we hear a lot, and I think every single person has their own definition. My version of taking it and how I understand it and how I prefer to take it is that you're a mom first and then an entrepreneur second. So in this video, I want to break down how I interpret it and how I manage to actually be a mompreneur, given how many businesses I've been running. And I think I've been a mompreneur for the past 4 years now. So happy to share this. So keep watching till the end and let's see how we get along. First of all fair enough that I understand that, the word mompreneur could work with any kind of moms. In my case, I've been more of a stay-home mom. And there are those who are working moms. Basically, they've got their day jobs, and then there are also moms, and then there are also entrepreneurs. So it's different interpretations for how everyone takes the word being a mompreneur. So my interpretation of it is basically you are a mom first. That means the children are priority. You work around their timelines. You plan everything around them first before you actually do the business side of things and basically working around your business as well. So that's my version of it and how I've chosen to take the path of being a mompreneur. And it's in my version, as I said, I am still a stay-home mom and taking care of my 2 little ones, one who's 4 and one who's 2 now. And I've been doing this for about 4 years, of course, for as long as Joseph has been. That's my version of being a mompreneur. So I actually want to share my tips about how I've managed to do that. And I've got about, call it 4 or 5 tips of how I've managed to do this. Number 1, as I said, I work around their timeline. I make sure that if they're home that day, I'm not going to try and put any business things going on during the day. And again, this is entirely the way I do it. Some people say it differently, some people plan it differently, but this is my version of events. So I always make sure that I avoid putting any business related things, whether it's even as simple as sending an email or putting a call during the time when I know they are going to be around. Because first of all, living in the UK, I don't have a nanny, I don't have extra help. It's just me being mom and me taking care of them the whole time as, hubby's working. And because it's my choice and it's kind of my character as me to always try and do something else on the side. So that's how I do it. I make sure I plan my time around them, and then it works out better for me. The thing that I know about myself is that when I get to dive into something, I really get super absorbed in it. And I don't want to be in a situation where the kids want my attention and they just want something small, like either just, asking me to help them move something or play with them or something. And then I'm sort of busy trying to send an email, and then, gosh, you just never know what you're going to do. You lash out at them for nothing, and yet bless them, they don't even, they just want your attention. So I actually vow to myself that I would not be putting any business things unless it was seriously important and I'd planned for it or something. But then I'd have to make arrangements, either tell hubby to take over for that time or have someone to help take care of the kids at that time. But aside that, I try as much as I can to avoid putting any business related things within the time when they are around. So even normally now they're at nursery 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. So what I actually do is that all my time, my business or work hours are 9:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. So that way I actually can, work while they are away, and that's how it works. So that's 1. Number 2 is I'm always real about my situations, and I don't try and compare myself to other people. And this is something that I want to encourage any mompreneur out there. Do not try to compare yourself to, I know, because it's so easy for us to watch on social media and we see our brand competitor doing so much better or doing much more things than we are, and we start to think, oh my god, how come their brand is doing better? And you just have to have a friend of mine like to call it as comparelitist. That's not even a word, is it? Anyway, yeah, so just be real about yourself and don't compare yourself, because yes, all well and good seeing them doing well on social media, but hey, many times you never know, they may not be moms as well. They've got their own life, so you don't really know anything beyond what you're seeing on social media. So just don't compare yourself, be real about your situation, and that is how you take it. Work with what is before you. Don't try and think around, but someone else is doing better, they're comparing, and then you start to have the guilt, and then you start to think, oh, I should make more for the business and stuff. If you need to do more for the business, yes, but remember, it has to work, at least for me, it has to work around the kids program and the kids. That's really key for me. I try as much as I can not to compare myself. There's healthy comparison where you're sort of looking at their strategies and how they're marketing and how they're doing stuff, but it's not about like the success of what they're doing. It's just pick what you need, and then the rest, if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. If it works, then well and good. But just be real and do you. Take what you need, understand it, learn it, research about how to make your business work for you with your time in your reality. And then the other thing with comparing yourself, you start to think, oh, you never know, they might even have like, I don't know how many nannies taking care of their kids. And here you are thinking, oh man, how are they doing their business and stuff? And I should be like them. Nope. Do you, and take that stress off you, because you just don't need it. You need to be as free and have peace of mind to be able to be present for yourself, take care of yourself, as well as taking care of the kids. Remember, mom first, and if mom's not okay, the house is going to just fall apart, because they need you to, sort of be their strength, be there for them, because all they see is mommy. They don't see the business person. They don't see mommy, the mom, the entrepreneur mommy. No, they see mommy, and that's all that matters to them. Okay. Number 3, I believe, is going back to the why. Actually, this sort of backs up, is know your why. Now, actually, not even know your why. Have a why first, and then stick to it. Have it before you, have it in front of you, have it within you, carry it with you everywhere you go. What do I mean? When we start a journey as entrepreneurs, there's always a reason. Something must have triggered it. There's a reason. Either you want to, double your income, or you want to help your family, or you want to be better, or it's just for your own peace, not peace of mind, but just for your own fulfillment. So how sometimes we need our me time. We're not always mommy. We also have time to be us as individuals, our strengths, and then what our passions, and follow our passions. So have a reason, have a strong why. And when you get your why, put it down, write it, make a vision board about it, because that is actually going to be what's going to keep you going, and keep you concentrated and focused on pushing your goals and being the mompreneur that you'd want to be, because then how to navigate and how to plan your time and how to keep sticking to the goal that you want as an entrepreneur, as well as being able to achieve those goals. I believe many of them actually are tied to being better for your family as well. So yeah, have your why, know your why, have it before you, write it on a card, write it everywhere, carry it around, have it before you on a vision board, so that you see it every single time that you feel like you're losing track, or you just want to give up. Just look at it and keep that as your motivation. Number 4, I believe, I keep losing track of what number it is. Anyway, number 4, make a realistic plan. Now, what do I mean by a realistic plan? I believe that many of us tend to feel like, okay, so now the kids are away, time to chuck in as much as I can. You're just going to try and put too many things and overwhelm yourself. Guaranteed, we all have different strengths. Some of you know that you can achieve more within a short time, some cannot. But so just know yourself, know your strength, but then also make it manageable. So once you know your strength, know your strength and know what's going to work for you without stressing yourself. Basically, choose something that's going to push you enough to do what you want to do, but then also to like push you to push your boundaries just a little bit, but not to stress you, if that makes sense. Because again, we don't want a stressed out mommy. We don't want a stressed out individual. We still need mommy to, you know, be calm and enjoy and be there, so that when the kids come, the kids are not like, oh, mommy's being in a bad mood or whatever it is, that kind of thing. So play to your strengths, know what you're good at, and then break it down to manageable bits and pieces, so that way you can actually achieve the goals that you want to achieve. Last but not least, I believe this is number 6, is make sure you actually manage expectations. Now, manage expectations of yourself, manage expectations of your clients. This is what I like to call as my mantra for everything, what we call the small business privileges. And this is a topic that I will gladly, in fact, I'll actually create a whole playlist about it. But it is something that I find I've been using as a mantra for a long time. We don't know that actually having a small business is a huge opportunity, and it's a privilege. The small business privileges is knowing that, you know, you have the power to manage the customer's expectations. So if the customer, you need to let the customer know that these are the times that you work. If you work 9:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m., please just find a way to actually communicate that, and they're aware of it. If you can't work beyond, like, tell them the times that you work and manage their expectations that way. Because if you don't do that, that means people are going to like cross your boundaries, and then crossing boundaries already means going out of the times that you are planned for or what you should be using, and we don't want that. Because once you start crossing boundaries, it will reach a point, and there's some boundaries that will just be crossed so much that it just starts to affect your life as a mom as well, and you don't want that. So manage the expectations of the clients. If you have your time when you're completely off work, and it's I don't know, weekends, you don't do any work, you don't respond to emails, you don't do what, that's fine. Then that's how it works. And you know, like, I also have my block times where I switch off like everything for like 2 hours, just strategically trying to work on what I can with the business. And then after that, I unlock my phone, like, so no Facebook, no whatever. But after that, then I unlock that time, I get my phone back, I respond to emails and stuff like that, all within that time. So it's just about managing expectations. So that means when the clients actually come, it does give you a bit of breathing space, and it also gives the clients, they're aware, they know that, okay, this is the time. And you, of course, because you're delivering, I believe you're delivering a service that's really good and to the value that they expect. So managing the expectations, they will also know that, you know, this is worth waiting for. This is the time that she does because she's a mom, she's got this and this and this. They will understand. That's just a little bit of a tip into the small business privileges. But like I said, I will do a different video about that, and we can talk about that. If you like to break it down a little bit more, I can do that and just let me know what you want to know in the comments below. So yeah, so that's all. Those are the tips that I had about my version of being a mompreneur, where I really keep saying I'm a mom first and then an entrepreneur second. Everything else about being an entrepreneur, yes, I understand that people keep saying you have to hustle, yes, it's all there, because you do have to work a bit. You definitely have to work more hard and but working smart is the most important thing. There's no point in you working hard and getting stressed and everything, and the kids are just losing mom because you're trying to be a mompreneur. And it's much even harder when, you know, there's so many other things that you're doing aside being mom and entrepreneur, you know. So just manage that. And I feel like the most important thing is just know your why, but then also know your reality. So if there's anything that you're going to take away from here, just those are the two things I would say: know your why and know your reality, and work with those two. So if you know your why, you know your goals, you know why you're doing it, then it will push you and continue pushing you to keep working towards that goal. But know your reality is also that, so that you plan around knowing that this is the time when the kids are here. I need to be mom and I need to give them all my love and attention. And also because, you know, this is how much time I have to work with, and this is how much I can be able to achieve, and this is my personal strength, and this is what I can manage. So just those two are, for me, what I would say the most important things if you take away anything from this video. So that's all I had to say for this video. I hope you liked it. If you found it interesting in any way, do like and leave a comment below and let me know if it was helpful in any way. And then again, don't forget to subscribe, click the notification button, and yeah, share it with all your friends, and let me know what you think. Thank you so much for listening. See you in the next video. Bye.